What's up, card family? Awesome card community. Spidey Idiot and your boys coming to you from the Spidey Den. And this is a video response for Baseball Collector. His 5K video response, a giveaway. And he wants to know how YouTube has influenced your hobby and some of your biggest influences on YouTube. I do believe that's correct. And YouTube has influenced my hobby big time because before YouTube, I wasn't really a pack ripper. I mean, I would buy a few packs and stuff like that. I'd rip some packs, but not like all the time. And if I wanted a card, I'd go out and buy it. And I'm more of a player collector than anything. I only was collecting like Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar at the time. And then you get on YouTube and your whole hobby expands. It's just not only are there things that you're collecting, but other things that you might be interested in that other people are opening. You find out about things that you didn't even know existed. And for me, it just changed my whole hobby world. I went from barely buying packs to just wiping shelves, boxes to rip, to give away. And so YouTube, I mean, I can actually give you a couple examples and just a few shout outs of some of the people that have influenced my collecting and just the way that YouTube has changed my way of collecting. But before I do that, some of my biggest influences before we get into how it's changed my hobby. My biggest influences. Whenever I started out, I got picked up by the Card Crew, and this group of individuals were a family that kind of brought me in, and like they changed a lot of the ways that I seen things. Like one of my first biggest influences was Lone Star Legends. Spread the love, spread the hobby. That's kind of where I got that from because I believe that. I think that, man, this is such an awesome hobby that we can enjoy together. So, spread the love and spread the hobby all at the same time because we all love the cardboard. We're all fans of it. We're all out there collecting it. We're all out there ripping. Well, maybe not all out there ripping, but we're all out there collecting. So, and then Three Rivers, Andy, kindness is contagious. That was a big thing for me. That's pretty much like been a big motto of my channel. Is just always be kind and just maybe if you're kind, then it'll spread. Kindness is contagious. So I've always been that's been a big part of my channel. And those were two. Another big one was Joe iPhone Services. Man, always keeping in communications, like coming up with different kind of series and different kind of things to do on the channel. So he was a big one for a while. And then whenever we got more Card Crew members, like maybe like I'd say about 5 or 6 months into my journey, that's whenever everything kind of just really kind of came together for me because I'm a little silly and I get a lot of I love Pepino Man, and just seeing what he does just kind of just gives me a green light to let my freak flag fly. And I love being silly. I love the cards, and I'm not very serious about it. Even though my passion is serious, I try not to take everything serious. I try to be upbeat, and everybody should laugh. Everybody should enjoy this. It's a hobby, people. You should be enjoying your hobby. And so he's one of my big influences. And then Ethan Elvis Covers and More. Him singing his covers and everything. I'm a big Weird Al Yankovic fan, and thanks to Hotbox Cards, Matt. So I love making parodies. I love making funny stuff and acting goofy. And if I can make it about baseball or something that has to do with the sport, man, it's just so much more fun. So those two combined were like a really big influence and really kind of got me to just, once I just was out there, don't be surprised. There's just what I do, because there's no limits as far as funny, corny, funny stuff. That's, and they were big influence of mine. And thank you guys so much. It Coming for Eggs, another one that's right now has been a really big influence. There's been so many. There's so many. I don't want to let out anybody, but just can't make this a 30-minute video. But these are some of the guys that actually have impacted my channel a lot. And then, of course, I got my buddy, my bestie, my best friend, my car crew brother, my brother from another mother, Triple B, who's like the little angel, my little good conscience that sits on my shoulder and keeps me out of trouble. Sometimes I'm a little wild, but he kind of keeps me trained in. So he's been a big influence in, finding friends and people that have a common interest. Yeah, they're probably some of my biggest. Amia Firehands Tenny, he's another one. But that's gonna get into like whenever I talk about YouTubers that I've met. But let's go look at some of the ways that some of you guys have changed the way I collect, because we haven't even gotten into Super Collectors Unite and my bows. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a couple ways that some people have influenced me that I wouldn't have PC'd like 3 years ago. I wouldn't have bought this stuff. I wouldn't have collected this stuff. But thanks to you guys, Card Community, I love you. I got all this awesome stuff, and it's all thanks to you guys. Love you. Let's go look at it. Here's an example of how my collection has been affected by YouTube. I got an awesome wrestling collection because I've been influenced by awesome guys like Hard Art Cards, Come Off an Egg, Like a Hawk Cards, Victor Negron, but there's more. Hobbyist Rips Wrestling, Sour Patch James, Chris Cards, Hotbox Cards. There's a lot of people that have Joe Spice. I mean, there's a lot of people that have influenced the wrestling. And look at this awesome collection. Thanks to some of these awesome YouTubers. It's influenced my hobby, because I got a wrestling collection now. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Another group of YouTubers that have influenced my PC. I collect Young Guns. I love Young Guns. And thanks to Muskoka Cards and channels like Frank's Cards and Collectibles, Canadian Card Breakers, Canadian Cards, Sticks G, Jiggy Johnny. There's so many hockey channels that have like influenced me and my PC, and I love Young Guns, and I am so happy that the hockey community, man, they're just awesome, and I'm a part of it. I love it. It's an awesome part of my PC. I don't think I'll ever stop collecting Young Guns. I'm absolutely in love with them. Thank you, Muskoka Cards, Frank's Cards, Collectibles, Sticks G, all you hockey guys out there that are out there busting the hockey and keeping me excited, man. Just appreciate it, man. You've influenced my PC because I wasn't really collecting hockey until YouTube. Thank you. And another example of how deeply this YouTube card community has influenced me. I started collecting things that I said I never would collect in this awesome box that I got from 12 Again Sports and Outdoors Danny. Project 70 cards. I said that I wouldn't collect these, and man, this is just all they'll fit. I got more, but man, you guys, all you guys out there, so many people like that I could give like shout outs for all these because everybody's influenced. But you guys got me doing it. And I said that I wouldn't do it, but man, y'all got me doing it. But I love them. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have them. So I appreciate you all, man. It's so awesome. Awesome card community. Things I said I'd never buy. Now I have boxes of them. Thank you. So yeah, wrestling, hockey, Project 70. Oh my. Yeah, I love them all now. Didn't think that I would collect them before, and it's all because of you. That's just some of the ways that you have influenced my collecting. YouTube has influenced my hobby. And I tell you what, I found out through YouTube that I am of a super collector mind. That's the way that I like to collect players. I found Super Collectors Unite. Hey, Dustin Abraham. See, Super Collectors Unite has been another big influence, so I just might as well. I wanted to save a little section for them because there's like Dustin Abraham, who's been a big, huge influence. Wade Boggs fan, he's in there. Tops 85401 here. I mean, there's so many. I mean, you got Victor Negron in there. There's I'm missing so many because I'm on the spot and I didn't write anything down, but it's all good. But you got the Colazo effect, Big D for life. You guys have influenced the way that I showcase my bows and came up with a bow counter. Huge influence, man. Super Collectors Unite has been huge. And I left a bunch of guys out because there's a lot of us, like Diego. Matter of fact, I actually met Diego. Yeah, Diego. Sports Card Titor. That's another thing about YouTube. Actually getting to meet the guys. What up, Ricky Clark? I mean, Ray from Philly. This is the kind of stuff that YouTube leads to, and it's fantastic. You get to meet these awesome people. Mike O, Wesker Griff. Not to mention, Amio's been here. Four Leaf is awesome, but he won't let me show his picture, so there won't be a picture of him in here, but I do have one. And then, like I said, Wade Boggs fan, I got to meet him. He was awesome. Paulie Junk Wax. Deafness. I got to meet all of these guys and got pictures. So YouTube, man, you make friends and it changes not only your hobby, but it just changes everything, and it means so much. And then this is for Baseball Collector, and you know that he started the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, which I appreciate very much. It's been awesome. It's a way to get to see channels that you haven't seen before. So, YouTube has changed everything. And I appreciate so many of you out there. Hundreds of you. Not just 20, 50, 60 guys. No, there's hundreds of you guys that we've connected, that we've shared time. We've actually had cardboard connections, hundreds. And YouTube did that. This is an awesome contest. I would love to see you guys get on here and say, what does YouTube mean to you? How has it changed your hobby? What are your biggest influences? Baseball Collector wants to know, and so do I. It's a great giveaway. I'll leave a link in the description. I appreciate you all. You guys have changed my life. Not only my hobby and the way that I collect, you guys have changed my life. You mean something to me. I love you, Card Family. I should have mentioned Russo Family too. Shout out to the Card Father. One of my biggest influences. Love you. Miss you, Card Father. Shout out to you, Russo Family. Card Crew. Cardboard Syndicate. All my card community family. Love you all. Would love to see a video response on this one. Check it out. So, Go out there, do something good for someone, and the good will come back to you. Spuddy's out.